this one here gives men a new standard of beauty. Okay. These girls that you see and you're getting off to, listen, guys, I'm sorry to break it to you, but the majority of you guys are never going to score a babe like that unless you really get your shit together. And you're not going to be getting your shit together watching porn. Okay. You're not going to get your shit together watching porn. Period. Okay. In a 2001, the Journal of Sex and Marital Therapy published research showing that men, when men are shown pictures of centerfold models from Playboy and Penthouse, this significantly lowered their judgment about the attractiveness of average people. Right? In our hypersexualized media culture, is this something that needs to be reinforced, or should we train our brains to rate women's shape and size and harmony of their body? Right? The thing is this. Another thing is this. Right? When you are constantly addicted to porn, you only value looks in a woman. You don't really value the things that are important. Does she help you keep your house clean? Is she on your side? Right? Does she support you? Does she have healthy habits? Let me tell you something. Some of the hottest girls I've met are the hottest messes as well. This is the official Dr. Melons logo. So put some melons in the chat for Dr. Melons. Brighten up her day. You become so fucking like simpy. Everything in your life is just like, oh, she's hot, or she's hot, or she's hot, or she's hot, she's not. Everything you talk about is hot. And that's not what gives you a satisfying, intimate relationship. Okay? It's not. Now, am I saying don't go for hot girls? Absolutely not. I'm not saying that. But I am saying a lot of guys sacrifice their personal standards, their life, their mental sanity for the sake of beauty. And the thing is this, right? They don't see that if a woman is beautiful on the outside, but she's causing problems, she's not a good woman. She's not a good woman for you. Okay? That beauty is going to fade, and then you're just stuck with a miserable fucking shitty individual. But they're so sex starved and pussy fried in their brain, that's all they can think about. The official Dr. Melons emoji. Okay? The Journal of Neural Image published a study in 2008 demonstrating that men are sexually aroused by porn films. Something called mirror neurons in their brains also fire. Okay? What is a mirror neuron? Have you ever seen someone get hit in the face with a ball of blunt objects and then your own body recoils? This is because of the mirror neurons. You instantly react as if you are the one hit. When it comes to porn, the brain naturally imagines the viewer in the pornographic scene. When a man is turned on by porn, and his body is not merely responding to a naked woman, his brain is picturing himself as the main character, heightening the arousal. You see, porn isn't merely arousing to men because the women are attractive. It's because it makes the man feel sexy. This trains men not to get their sense of personal validation from real life relationships, but pixels on a screen. This is why guys, and we're going to go into this next part. That leads to the next part, but I'm not going to spoil it. Okay. And then number 3 here, this is the third point I want to talk about. The more porn men watch, the more their brains look like an addict's brain. In a 2004 study, a scientist at Cambridge discovered that the brains of habitual porn users show great similarity to the brains of alcoholics. When a self-confessed porn addict is hooked up to an MRI machine and then shown a pornographic image, the brain structure called the ventral striatum lights up in the same way it lights up for alcoholic who sees a picture of a drink. You might be thinking, so what? Well, researchers speculate the continued use of porn over time, especially starting at younger ages, makes it such that we will actually lose willpower. The more we watch porn, the more difficult it is for men to say no to watching porn because they feel because of the strong craving they feel. Okay, it is an addiction. It is a sickness. Okay. Now, not only does it damage you in those ways that I just mentioned, okay, but porn damages your penis as well. Okay. Porn, it absolutely fucking messes with your ability to get a boner. And here's why. Okay. When you're consistently watching porn, there's 2 things that happen. One, you're overstimulated about a situation that's never going to happen for you 9 times out of 10 unless you pay for it. Okay. For the average guy, you're not going to bang 10 out of 10 busty blonde with big fake tits and a perfectly shaped vagina. Okay. Now you know what kind of porn I used to look at when I was long time ago. All right. You're not going to get that. And you're not going to get that. It's just not going to happen. All right. Unless you really, 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 really work hard on yourself, then it will happen. Then it will happen. Okay. But until then, it's not going to happen. Period. Okay. Now, on top of that, the second part of how pornography messes with you is when you're frequently beating your dick like it owes you money with your calloused hand, you are desensitizing your dick because your hand is rough. I don't care how much lube you use, how much lotion, spit, whatever sick way you got to do that to get yourself off. You're constantly rubbing on your dick in a harsh manner that is desensitizing your dick and making it less likely to feel pleasure when you have sex with a real woman. Okay. It is so bad for you. It is destroying your dick. It is destroying the quality of sex you're going to potentially have. It is destroying how you feel sex. It is making your brain more like a junkie. The more you do it, the more addicted you are becoming to it. The more shame you're going to you think you're going to have internally. When I used to jerk off, right? Like I said, when I was 21, 22, 23, somewhere around there. All right. And look at porn. Even though I was getting girls, every time you have to do your little cleanup after, you got to clean up all your sperm, you know, wherever you jizzed all over yourself, you know, I felt a deep sense of shame. And the guys that I've talked to have had trouble with it, they also have felt a deep sense of shame because it is a shameful act. You're betraying your ancestors. You're betraying your legacy. Yeah, you're betraying who you are as a man.